All right, what's going on, everybody? My name's Crypto Corey. I want to thank you for joining me today. We just got another crypto video, not necessarily VV or Comey or HRO or bat cows or anything, but just a generalized crypto video. Obviously, a lot of stuff has happened. We've had a lot of pumps with Bitcoin. And that's probably due to there's been some bank failures. So the smart money or the insider traders that kind of knew about this potentiality of multiple banks failing, they got their money out, and then they put a portion of it into Bitcoin. That's why we saw our pump up to 26,000. So the prospects of Bitcoin having made its bottom already, at this point, I'm like 99% positive we've bottomed for two reasons. One is obviously we're on the way back up over 60%, and then also, even though we're on the way up, actually up beyond what someone would call necessarily like a dead cat bounce or something, we also had our crash and our bottom around that 350 to 400 day mark. So if you track Bitcoin's bear cycles, they typically go for no longer than, I think it was like 407 days. I think the longest, that was the last bear market. And this one didn't even make it to 400 days. So, yeah, when I look at it, the time frame's already passed for the Bitcoin cycle. So if you're a Bitcoin cycle theorist, then you'd think that it's bottomed already. And then also we've had such a significant pump, and then when a bank failed, a non-crypto bank, just a tech sector bank, which probably had some crypto stuff in it too, but a tech sector bank failed, a lot of people stuck their money into Bitcoin because they don't trust the banks. They don't want to stick their money in the banks, and they feel like an asset like Bitcoin, which is at a huge discount at the current moment, at least it's going to outperform what many of these banks are doing right now that people have invested in or just held their money there. So, I guess I'm kind of excited to get all my DCAs in and stuff, and I've got a lot of Ethereum, and that's my largest holding, but I don't really have a ton of Bitcoin. I'm contemplating whether I need to buy more Bitcoin or whether I need to go into like Polygon or Cardano or some more XRP or something like that. I'm hearing all this stuff from people that kind of like pushing you one way or another, and I got a friend, he is basically maxi for XRP. He just invests all of his money, like $100,000, I think is what he's got into XRP right now. And I mean, it's all of your eggs in one basket. That by itself is ill-advised, in my opinion, just to stick all of your eggs in one basket like that. But if you keep your eye on the basket, maybe. But so the way that he's thinking is that the XRP network and Ripple Labs, what's going to happen is this switch to CBDCs that supposedly is happening. He's under the impression that within the next year or two, you're going to get your tax returns back in CBDCs, and you're going to get a year to convert your US dollars into the CBDC. And once you do that, it'll be onto the CBDC system and off of the fiat currency system. So that's what he's thinking. So a couple of years, CBDCs, no more fiat money for the dollar. That's what he's thinking. XRP, he thinks, is going to hit $10, fast, according to him. So imagine that's the bull cycle top. So that'll be sometime in the middle of 2025. He's assuming a $10 XRP or more. And then he's assuming, which I agree with this part, he's assuming there's going to be about a $3 to $4 XRP immediately following a verdict on the XRP case. Now, as much as I get that's what people think, if it's not an outright win. Now, if XRP wins the case, or then the SEC loses the case, yeah, I could see the $3, $4 within a few days, especially once exchanges start relisting it. But if there's a settlement, if there's like a fine or a fee or whatever, if the resolution is anything other than a clear-cut victory, I just don't see how that's going to happen. But I do kind of understand where he's coming from, thinking the $10 at the end of 2025 or middle of 2025. I'm not thinking that. I'm thinking maybe $5, $6, something like that. Maybe $3, $4 within days of it, resolving the case to an upside. If, let's say, the case just resolves and Ripple Labs gets a fine or something, and now they're on exchanges. Like if they get relisted on exchanges, I could see it going to a couple bucks. But I'm not necessarily thinking it's going to go to $4 unless we have a decisive victory by Ripple Labs in the XRP case. So that's it for the XRP. NFTs. So a lot of people are hating on NFTs right now. Vivi's releasing some Sesame Street, which is getting a lot of negative press from mainstream news, like Variety.com and from NBC. So there's people talking about it, but they're talking negatively about NFTs at the moment. Basically, just stating that Sesame Street, this is not really who they are. And I'm like, yeah, well, they sell Sesame Street toys, and that's basic capitalism, and some of their toys are more than $60, which is what this NFT is going to cost. So they're just selling merchandise. That's basically it. So any person kind of claiming this isn't the way that Sesame Street is supposed to operate, bullcrap. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, public access show with how much money just due to merchandise sales and due to movie deals and all that stuff. We all know the truth. Sesame Street makes its money, like some serious money, off of selling crap to kids or selling crap to families. So this is just another piece of crap. You know what I'm saying? And there's like 5,555 total editions. I think they're keeping a certain amount for themselves. You're limited to 20. It's going to cost $60. It's releasing on Sunday, blah, 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 blah. I'm not too excited for it, but could there be enough hype that it could make me go for the drop? Yeah. But I'd have to see the hype, honestly. I just don't see how the Cookie Monster is going to be, Miles Morales. It's just not. Basically, also, they got a Van Gogh painting coming out. That one's definitely worth going for. I tried to go for the Mona Lisa, and they make you solve a math problem, and so I was a little hesitant on mine, so I didn't get what I wanted. Now that I know how they do their drop system, I could potentially go for this Van Gogh painting. We'll see how it goes. But NFTs as a whole is boring. It's flat. Nothing's really going on. With that said, I am enjoying Broadside. They've done this thing where you can earn bones, what they call it, for bones up. So you can earn bones, and when you earn these bones, you can exchange them, and they have a marketplace for either digital goods or physical goods. So they've got like the hoods, if you know anything about the project, a lot of their avatars that they have, they've got these little special hoods on that say Broadside across them. So you can actually get one of I think 4 different colors, but you have to use bones in order to get it. And the way you earn bones is by staking, having, retweeting, just a bunch of random stuff that they have. They'll have parties and they've got a metaverse we can go to and hang out and have parties in there, and you can get bones from that. They've also got these, their art. It's an NFT piece of art. So if you like the art, and there's only 11 pieces and stuff, 8 pieces, 11 pieces, 14 pieces. But they're not selling out fast. They're not, really sought after, but they're just art. And I guess just maybe the creators like that art, so they wanted to have that as like a perk. But at the end of the day, you're not really working to get these bones. So it's essentially just kind of like free airdrops for retweeting their Twitter posts. And then you can use that to buy awesome stuff. So I kind of like it. I think it's a cool way to go about things. I'm kind of excited to see more about the future with the project. It's the first avatar, what people would call PFP, but it's an avatar project, what they're calling themselves. I'm also in the Bat Cows, which has got its own set of awesomeness. But for the most part, NFTs right now, they're kind of boring. They're kind of dead, price-wise especially. I'm definitely down on a lot of my investments with NFTs, But then overall, I'm still at a huge profit just because I've landed some really awesome ones. Crypto wise, man, I'm working myself towards that recovery. Obviously, I DCA, so a lot of the crash I didn't sell. So if you're only a buy only, you're just DCAing all the time, you're going to see your money drop during a bear market, and during a bull cycle, you're going to see it pump. So I'm in the bear market phase, and I'm about 25% away from breaking even again. So I'm just buying and buying and buying and buying, and things are real cheap right now, so I have no problem DCAing at these prices, and I'll continue to do so in these quality cryptos. So things like Bitcoin, Ethereum, yes, XRP, Cardano, that's kind of where I'm going. I guess that's it in a nutshell. I know it's been a minute. Yeah, I got a new truck. Take a look at the new truck. Little platinum reserve there. But I want to thank you for joining me. Again, nothing I say is financial advice. My name's Crypto Corey, and I will see you on the next one. Have a good day, y'all.